So this is the Power Latina year at NCLR, starting with Janet and with all of you out there. I feel so happy to be with all of you. You know, you're all getting me in a time when I've had a 3-year sabbatical. I left everything I was doing and I went back to school and got a master's and doctorate in clinical psychology. And I've had time to really reflect on what's happened in my life and where we all are. And I just want to say that I have to do a shout out to one of my first mentors, Raúl Izaguirre, who's now Ambassador Raúl Izaguirre, who gave me my first job in TV with Latin Tempo. I love you, Raúl. So happy you're here. As you can see, my journey started out, you know, with a lot of trouble. I got expelled from my Catholic high school for writing an article about why you shouldn't send your kids to all-girl Catholic school. And after Raúl was kind enough to give me a job, I actually ended up running a little local TV station, which was Channel 47 in New York. And I worked like a dog for 3 years. And one day I walk into work and I find out that my boss had sold the company. And I was 25 and I was very angry, and I went to his office in New York and I said, "How can you do this to me? I have killed myself. This is my baby. Why did you not tell me you were going to sell it?" And he said, "Young lady, those are my chips. Go get your own chips." And in that moment, that boss changed my life, because he made me dream a bigger dream for myself, and he made me realize that I needed to start a business. And that was not something that I had really thought of as a woman that had come from Cuba with parents that had no money and that really just wanted me to go get married and have a bunch of kids. So I started a business at 25 years of age. And for 4 years, the business made no money. And during that time, my mother would go, "Mijita, por favor, encuentra un esposo. ¿Qué estás haciendo? Why are you get married?" And because my boss had said to me once, "When I was your age, I started a business and it took me 10 years to make money," I thought, well, I'm only on year 4. How bad could it be? In fact, in year 4, I got my first piece of business. And within a year, my business was billing multi-millions of dollars. Now, since then, it's been 22 years. I've gone through 2 bad economies. I've had a lot of things happen. But in my 3 years off, I realized that for Latinas, the answer is to get our own chips. What are some of the things I've learned in this journey? People say to me all the time, "Nely, you're so fearless, you go after things." And I say, no, I'm not. I'm fearful every day. And what I realize is I finally have come to the conclusion that fear is not a fact. It's just a feeling. We all have it. And I've had to change my relationship with failure. As great as that tape looks, and it sounds like I'm really successful, my failure resume is 5 times longer. It's true. In order to win, you have to fail. And so I've had to create a relationship with failure that I almost think of it as my best friend. Because every time I fail really big around the corner, there was one piece of the puzzle left that I needed to learn, and around the corner is success. So for all of us, I feel like there's a few things, and Latinas, this is our moment. There's a few things I want to share with you that have really helped me. One is there is no Prince Charming. Sorry, guys. And I mean it for the guys too. I mean it for the guys too. There is no savior. There is no boss that's going to save you. There is no somebody who's going to miraculously give you money. We have to be self-reliant. We have to be our own Prince Charming, and we can do it. Latinas, we're all we've got. If we don't promote each other, if we don't buy from each other, if we bought from each other, we'd all be rich. if we don't watch each other's back, it doesn't mean we have to like each other. It's okay. But in front of other people, it's like your mother. Would you let anybody else talk about your mother? You don't let anybody talk badly about another Latina. Ladies, don't buy shoes, buy buildings. We have got to live life on a parallel track. We've got to be in our mission, and we just got to go make money. And then Susie Orman will tell you how to spend it later. I can't take it anymore. I want all of you here to have everything you deserve. I know it's possible. I've been able to do it. If I can do it, you can do it. So I created the Adelante movement with my dear partners at Coca-Cola, who are the ones that inspired me when I was writing my dissertation. And they showed me numbers that I'm going to show you that made me realize that there is no time left. We have to go get our own chips. And this movement will unite us online. And I've come here because I wanted to be here with NCLR to launch this tour and this movement. Number one, because NCLR practices what it preaches. Janet Murguia is a power Latina, and she's running a major Latino organization. La Raza realizes that in order to continue, we must unite. I am so proud of you, Janet, and the board for having Jorge Plasencia, a Cuban, as the chairman of La Raza. And all of you here who are leaders, the Adelante movement wants to partner with you. First, because you deserve to make money. You. Mentors need mentors. I want all you women that are running nonprofits that have worked so hard on behalf of Latinos to get your own chips. I want you to take this information back to your communities, partner with us so every Latina knows where to get her own chips. So let's talk about why now. Why is this important now? Latinas are the economic emerging market in this country. You know how people talk about China and India? We're it. We're the economic emerging market in this country. The world is our oyster. Our vote, our purchasing power is what every corporation wants. Men, if you want to get some chips too, go to your wives and mothers and girlfriends, because we're the ones that will have the access. What is it that we need to do? We need to get our own chips. Can everybody say that? Get our own chips. We need to get startup capital, franchises, government contracts, and better jobs. And why? Because we need to leave our children a better life. And we need a dream, and this is an achievable dream. We need to make enough money to work because we want to, not because we have to. Can we all get around that dream? We are not going to be some viejitas waiting around for somebody to take care of us. We can make our money. So I invite all of you to continue this conversation. Right outside those doors after this event, the Adelante movement, you're going to get a sneak peek of the tour we're taking nationally. And it is presented by Coca-Cola, and you are going to hear from Sandra Cisneros about how to find your voice and your inspiration. Nell Merlino, my dear friend, who is an entrepreneurship guru. The beautiful and talented U.S. Treasurer, Rosie Rios. And we are going to provide you with inspiration, education, and tools. If you are an employee, I want you to think like an entrepreneur and bring money into your family. Bring chips into your family, to your kids, to your husband. We are going to get it. It's our time now. So now, here, go. Adelante.